and I love you for it. You've taught me so much about responsibility and what it means to build a life together.
Well, someone had to keep you in line.
And you've done an excellent job. I don't say it enough, but thank you, Jane. Thank you for being my partner, my support, and the heart of this home.
That means so much to me, David. I'm grateful for you too, for working so hard and always making me feel appreciated.
I'll never stop appreciating you. You're my greatest blessing. Mary, I'm home.
Oh, welcome.
Mary, the house is still a mess. I've been working all day, and I'm starving. Is there anything to eat?
There's bread in the kitchen. You can make yourself something.
Mary, this isn't the first time. I go to work hungry, and I come home to find no food in the house in this state. What are you even doing all day?
Excuse me? Are you saying I do nothing?
I'm not accusing you, Mary, but the house looks the same every day. I'm just asking for some help.
Help? You think it's easy staying home all day? Do you know how tiring it is?
But what are you tired from, Mary? I'm out there working to provide for us, and all I'm asking is that you take care of the home while I'm gone.
Oh, so now you're blaming me for everything? Maybe you should quit your job and do everything yourself if it's so important to you.
Mary, I'm not trying to start a fight. I just want us to work together. I can't do everything on my own.
You're overreacting. It's just one messy house. Stop making it a big deal.
It's not just the house, Mary. It's the lack of effort, the way you dismiss everything I say. I don't feel supported, and it's breaking me.
Well, maybe you're just expecting too much.
I don't think asking for a clean home and a meal after work is too much. I married you because I thought we were a team, Mary. Right now, it doesn't feel that way.
Mary, what's wrong? You look upset.
It's Mark, Mom. I'm tired of his constant nagging and expectations.
Nagging? What happened? Sit down, my daughter, and tell me.
He keeps complaining about the house being dirty and no food on the table when he comes home. It's like he expects me to be some perfect housewife.
Mary, isn't it your responsibility to take care of the home while he's working?
Mom, it's not fair. He doesn't understand how exhausting it is to stay home all day. He comes back, starts complaining, and acts like I'm doing nothing.
Mary, I understand it can be tiring, but marriage is about partnership. Mark is out there working hard to provide for you both. Taking care of the home is your way of contributing.
So now you're taking his side too? I can't keep living like this. I'm even thinking of not going back to him.
Mary, don't talk like that. Running away from your responsibilities isn't the solution. Marriage requires effort and compromise from both sides.
But, Mom, he makes me feel like I'm not enough.
Have you tried talking to him calmly about how you feel? Maybe he's frustrated because he feels unsupported. A clean home and a meal aren't unreasonable things to ask for, Mary.
I don't know, Mom. I just feel so overwhelmed.
That's why you need to work through this together, not run away. Go back home, Mary. Talk to Mark, apologize if you need to, and find a way to meet each other halfway.
You think I should apologize?
If you've been neglecting your part, then yes. He's your husband, Mary. You chose to build a life with him. Don't let pride ruin what you have.
And as much as he wants me to do house chores, I think I won't be able to align with him. It's not in my mind to do them. I can't do it, and I have not been doing it even when I was in this house not married.
But
what, Mom? You know that I can't do it. Jane, that is good, so leave me alone, please.
You just need to try.
Mom, I can't. I cannot do it, Mother. How do I get started?
My husband is spoiled.
Yes, I am. It's because you want me to.
David. What's all this?
Oh, you found it.
Did you do all this? The kitchen is spotless, and the food. It smells amazing.
Guilty as charged.
But why? You just got home from work. You must be exhausted.
That's exactly why I did it. I know you're always tired after taking care of the house, cooking, and everything else you do. You needed a break.
David, you didn't have to. I'm supposed to take care of these things.
Jane, you do so much for me and for our home. I see how hard you work every day, even after your own job. It's only fair that I help out sometimes.
You're amazing, you know that?
I'm just trying to be a good husband. We're a team, Jane. Marriage isn't about one person doing everything. It's about supporting each other, especially when one of us needs it.
Thank you, David. This means so much to me. Please come, let me give you a hug. Thanks so much.
You deserve it. Now, how about we sit down and enjoy this meal together?
I'd love that.
It's always been like this, hasn't it? The untidy house, no food on the table, and Mary. Just indifferent. I thought things would change. I thought she'd grow into the role, that we'd build something together. But it feels like I've been carrying this weight alone. The home I imagined. It's nothing like this. It's supposed to be a place of peace, of comfort. But instead, it's chaos. I'll hire help if I have to. I'll manage things on my own. I can't keep living in this frustration, hoping for something that might never happen. But I'll still try to reach her, to make her see what we could be together. If she doesn't want to change, at least I'll know I did everything I could. She left the house 2 weeks ago and she is not picking my calls. She's not planning to come home.
Mark. I didn't expect to see you here. How are you doing?
Lisa, good to see you. I'm managing.
Managing? That doesn't sound very convincing. What's going on?
It's nothing serious. I was actually hoping I could ask you for a favor.
A favor? Sure, what do you need?
Could you come over to my place and help me out a bit? Maybe prepare some food and tidy up the house?
Help you out? Isn't Mary at home?
She's not around. She traveled for a bit, so it's just me here.
Traveled? That doesn't sound like Mary. Where did she go?
Oh, just to visit her mom for a while. She needed some time to relax, you know?
Really? Are you sure everything's okay? You look like you've been under a lot of stress lately.
I'm fine, Lisa. It's just been a bit overwhelming trying to balance work and keeping the house in order. That's why I thought of you.
Mark, you're my brother, and I know when something's not adding up. Is everything okay between you and Mary?
It's nothing you need to worry about. Things have been a bit challenging, that's all.
You know you can talk to me, right? If Mary's behavior is part of the problem, you don't have to handle it alone.
How did you?
I know how Mary can be. She's my sister-in-law, after all. But let's focus on helping you for now. I'll come by and take care of the house for you.
Thank you, Lisa. That means so much to me.
Anytime, Mark. But we'll talk more later, when you're ready to be honest with me. Mary, I've been patient with you for 2 weeks, but this is getting out of hand. Why haven't you returned to your husband?
Because, Mom, I'm tired of him treating me like a servant. He wants me to do everything at home while he just works and complains.
Mary, that's part of being a wife. Taking care of the home is your responsibility, especially when your husband is out working to provide for you.
So I'm supposed to do everything while he does nothing? That's not fair, Mom. And besides, why hasn't he even come to pick me up if he wants me back so badly?
Don't turn this around on him. He's probably hurt by your behavior. You can't expect him to keep chasing after you when you're the one refusing to do your part.
Oh, so now it's all my fault? You're blaming me for everything?
I'm not blaming you, Mary, but I raised you better than this. A good wife takes care of her home and respects her husband.
Oh, really? You mean like how you raised me to depend on everyone else? You never taught me any of this when I was younger. You were always sending Jane to do everything while I was left to do nothing.
Mary, how dare you talk to me like that? I did my best to raise you.
Your best was making sure Jane did all the chores while I sat around. Look at her now, she's successful, responsible, and loved by her husband. And me? I don't even know how to run my own home. Whose fault is that?
Are you blaming me for your behavior? You're an adult now, Mary. You can't keep using your upbringing as an excuse.
Maybe I can't, but you can't deny that your favoritism and lack of discipline shaped who I am today.
Mary, I'm sorry if I failed you in some ways, but you need to take responsibility for your actions now. You're married, and you have a duty to your husband.
Maybe I do, but don't force me to go back just because you feel guilty about the past. I'll go back when I'm ready, if I'm ready.
Mark. It's been a while. How are you? Hey, David. I'm okay. Come on, sit down. And don't give me that I'm okay line. I can see it on your face. What's going on? Honestly, David, things haven't been great. Tell me. What's wrong? Is it work? No, it's not work. It's Mary. Mary? What happened? She left the house 2 weeks ago. She went to her mother's place and she hasn't come back. 2 weeks? That's serious. Why did she leave? We've been having issues. She doesn't take care of the house, doesn't cook, and when I brought it up, she got angry and left. That sounds tough. Have you tried talking to her? I've tried everything, David. But she doesn't listen. She thinks I'm being unreasonable for expecting her to contribute at home. Do you think you might have been too harsh when you talked to her? Maybe. I don't know. I was just so frustrated. I'm working hard every day, and I come home to a messy house and no food. I couldn't hold it in anymore. It's understandable, Mark, but marriage is about compromise. Maybe she felt overwhelmed, or maybe she didn't know how to handle your expectations. That's what her mother said, too. She hinted that Mary wasn't raised to take on responsibilities like this. That could explain a lot. But leaving isn't the solution. Have you tried reaching out to her? Not directly. I was hoping she'd come back on her own, but now I'm not so sure. Mark, you need to go to her. Talk to her, but this time, really listen. Find out what's going on in her mind. And don't make it about blame, make it about finding a way forward together. You're right. I can't let this go on like this. Good. You're a great guy, Mark, and I know you love Mary. If you both put in the effort, you can work through this. Thanks, David. I needed that. Anytime, my brother. Now go fix things before they get worse.
Hey, Mark. You're back early.
Yeah, I just needed to check in before heading out again.
Heading out? Where to?
To Mary's parents' house. It's been 2 weeks, Lisa. I need to talk to her, face to face.
Good. It's about time. She needs to know you're serious about fixing things.
Thanks for holding down the fort while I figure this out. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You're welcome, but don't thank me yet. Go get your wife back and sort this out.
I will. Good evening, Ma.
Mark. What a pleasant surprise. How are you, my son?
I'm fine, Ma. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. It's good to see you. What brings you here?
I came to see Mary, Ma.
Ah, that's wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. Mary is inside. She's been quiet these past few days. I think she's been waiting for you to come.
Thank you, Ma. I really need to talk to her.
Go on, Mark. She's in the living room. Take your time, and remember, patience goes a long way.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Ma.
Good. Now go inside and meet her.
Mark? What are you doing here?
I came to see you, Mary. It's been 2 weeks, and I couldn't wait any longer.
I didn't think you'd bother to come. Mark. I'm really sorry.
Sorry for what, Mary?
For everything, for how I've acted, for leaving the house, for not being the kind of wife I should be.
Mary, we've both made mistakes. It's not all on you.
No, Mark, you don't understand. This didn't just start with us. It started years ago.
Years ago. What do you mean?
Growing up, my parents never really taught me how to handle responsibilities. When it came to chores, I used to put everything on Jane. And instead of correcting me or making me do my part, they let it slide.
So you never really had the chance to learn?
Exactly. I didn't realize how much that would affect me later in life. Jane ended up being so responsible because she was forced to do everything, and I got used to doing nothing.
That must have been hard, realizing that now.
It is. And I hate that it's caused problems between us. I see how much you've been trying, and I feel like I've been letting you down.
Mary, it's not about the past anymore. What matters is what we do moving forward.
I want to change, Mark. I'm willing to learn, to do better. I just need your patience and support.
You have it, Mary. We'll figure this out together.
Thank you, Mark. I don't deserve you.
You do, Mary. And I'm not giving up on us. Besides, Lisa, my sister is in the house. If you don't mind, she can put you through in some of the things.
I would love that, Mark. I am so sorry.
It's okay. Can we go together, now?
Yes, of course.
It is crucial for parents to prepare their children for future responsibilities, because these lessons equip them with the skills, discipline, and confidence needed to navigate adulthood successfully. By teaching children tasks like managing a home, handling finances, or resolving conflicts, parents ensure they grow up capable of handling real-world challenges. Moreover,
Instilling values like responsibility, work ethic, and independence fosters emotional and mental resilience. When parents neglect to guide their children, they risk leaving them unprepared for life's demands, potentially leading to struggles in relationships, careers, and personal growth. Ultimately, parental guidance lays the foundation for a well-rounded, self-sufficient, and successful adult. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and share this video.